Hello everyone and welcome to the DPB Podcast. I am your host Ryan Mondes with DisneyPinsBlog.com, the latest news on Disney pin trading and collecting from around the world. This is episode number 75 for the week of February 13th, 2017.
Welcome to the Disney Pins Blog Podcast.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the DPB Podcast. It's Ryan and I have Jen here as well. How you doing?
Hello. I'm doing great.
Awesome. So we have some exciting pin news this week, and later on for the Disney Pin Chat segment, we're going to talk about all of the changes coming to Walt Disney World this summer.
Many.
Yes, lots of exciting and somewhat crazy news from this past week. But before we get into that, before we get into the pin news, just want to mention we have a sale going on right now for Valentine's Day at dpbstore.com. It's 15% off site-wide, and depending on whenever you're listening or watching to this podcast, the sale ends on Valentine's Day night. So if you're listening whenever we post the podcast on Monday, you still have time, but anytime after Valentine's Day, that sale will be over. Also, I want to hop over into the forums because we had a question last week. So I'll go ahead and read off the answers from last week's question. So last week we talked about the upcoming pin events at Disney parks and around the world. And we had Peter Pan. They said, I'm excited for the Love is an Adventure one at Epcot. I just hope Disney posts more information soon. Very true. Disney is staying quiet about this event for some reason.
Seems kind of open, like very open-ended.
It is. We know the date. That's about it. So, and registration for that event should be in April. That's when Pixar Party was and all the events before. So we should have information very soon on that event. And then we had PinFan 92. They said, the event I'm most excited for is the Grand Pin Trading event. The Beauty and the Beast pins that will be released at that event are amazing. I totally agree. That's the event out at Disney Studio Store Hollywood in March. And they have a lot of exciting pin releases for that one. All right, guys, let's head into the pin news for this week. First, we're actually going to start off, briefly mention the new pin releases from this past week. Since we didn't mention them in the last week episode, we had to post them on Thursday because Disney's not updating their flyers anymore for some reason. So we posted the weekly pin post on Thursday. There were three new limited edition pin releases. First, at Disneyland, the next Charming Characters pin was released. This one features Dumbo. Limited edition of 3,000. Retail price is $15.99. And that was available on February 9th. And then also at Disneyland was the next piece of Disneyland history pin. This one features The Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln.
Oh, I would love that one.
It is an awesome pin. I remember, we
love
watched
Mr. Lincoln.
We did that show together.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that was fun.
And they sing the same song, the Two Brothers song that they sing in the American Adventure. And they actually filmed that in New Orleans Square, where they meet at the train station. That's the New Orleans Square train station.
Oh, fun fact with Jen.
Yeah, there you go.
Nice. So that pin's limited edition of 2,000. Retail price is $15.99. And that was released on February 9th, 2017 as well. And then at Walt Disney World, the next piece of history pin was released there as well. This one features Mickey's Toontown. And this one is a little different. It was limited edition of 1,500, but the retail price increased on this one to $19.99.
Interesting.
Yeah, in the month before, like usually all the other piece of history pins are $15.99, so I'm not sure why there was an increase in price on that one. Yeah, and also the back card still says 2016, as did the one in January. That's just because...
Yeah, I didn't notice that.
Yeah, it's just because the piece of history pin releases from 2016 were delayed and they're trying to catch up.
Gotcha.
So that's why the back card is labeled like that. All right, guys, let's head over to the other pin news. We'll start off with ACME. They featured the February 2017 pin releases, and there's two. These ones will be available for subscription members in America, and then also at the Hot Art ACME store at Shanghai Disneyland Resort. So there's two different pins in this release. One features Frozen. It's a square.
That's a pretty pin.
It is. It has like a blue background with Looks like a glitter silver as her hair. And that one is a limited edition of 100. And then there's another one that features the 101 Dalmatians. That one's released on February 12th. And that one is limited edition of 100 as well. All right, heading over to Disney Store UK. They have a new Minnie Mouse pin set coming out.
That looks really cute.
It does. It's really cool. It's like, I think there's 5 different pins in the set.
Very posh.
Like. Yes. A great
So
word for
posh.
that, Jen. But yeah, that one's available on Valentine's Day. And also, speaking of Disney Store UK, we mentioned, I think it was on last week's podcast, that the Valentine's Day pin release, it was a heart with Mickey and Minnie kissing on it, was supposed to be released last week. It was actually delayed, and now is going to be released on Valentine's Day, along with this Minnie Mouse pin set. So this is limited edition of 150 in Europe, and then 950 worldwide. So it should be coming to the Disney Store in America. And at Disney Store UK, it is has a retail price of £40. All right, we had some cool news coming from Funko. So you guys probably know the Pop Funkos. They actually released new lanyards for Disney, Star Wars, and Marvel. We have them all featured on the website. But yeah, there's some really cool ones for Disney, one featuring Ariel, Belle, and Maleficent. And then Star Wars has some popular characters like BB-8 and Boba Fett. And there's many others. And then Marvel has Captain America, Deadpool, and others as well. You can view them all at DisneyPinsBlog.com. But I thought this was pretty cool that, there's another, a Funko, a big company like Funko coming out with lanyards. Very cool, and you can actually purchase them at Entertainment Earth. And I looked at the retail price; they're only selling them for $3.99.
That's really cheap.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And it looks like they're reversible too. Like the print looks like on one side is one, and then the other side is a little bit different. So that's nice.
Yeah, it is cool. And also, it comes with that little, looks like a rubber lanyard charm. So that's neat.
That's cool.
All right, guys. We talked about Kingdom Hearts, the video game, a while back. They had a special pin release. Well, there's another one coming out, a Kingdom Hearts limited edition pin with purchase. This one comes out on March 28th, 2017, if you pre-order the new Kingdom Hearts game on PS4. So I actually saw some people on Instagram who posted pictures of the pin from the other release, and it looks like a nice size pin. And it is an exclusive Disney pin trading pin, so you actually can trade that pin at the parks if you wanted to. So that's a cool way to get a exclusive pin. All right, next let's head into Hong Kong Disneyland.
I want all of them.
Jen's excited about this one.
Oh, God, I want them all.
All right, we'll start off with the Spring Fiesta pins. They have 3 new ones that came out. These are open edition pins at Hong Kong Disneyland. One featuring Duffy Bear.
My favorite.
Another one featuring Shellie May. And then we have also one featuring Gelatoni. And these pins have really cool flowers on the bottom with like a rubber 3D element. I don't know if you guys recall, but last year I think it was for the Flower and Garden Festival, they had the same style flowers.
They did, yeah.
Which is cool. But
cool.
Yeah, these pins are great for open edition pins. And I think they'll just be around for the spring season at Hong Kong Disneyland. Also at Hong Kong.
I like these a lot too.
This is really cool. This is unique. I don't think we've ever
really
seen
like
anything like this at Disney parks in America. But they have these lollipop mystery pens, and they come
so
in
cute.
a collectible tin. So if you guys know the collectible pin packs at Disney parks in America, you get 5 randomly selected pins in like a regular pack. Well, these ones come 5 randomly selected pins in a collectible tin. And there are, I think, there's 15 different pins in total, and they featured various Disney characters. You do have Duffy and Shellie as well.
And Gelatoni.
Yep, and Gelatoni.
Oswald, too. That's cute.
I like Oswald. That one's a cool one.
I think they're all really cute, and the colors are really vibrant.
They are. I actually like the alien one a lot.
Yeah, the alien was really cute.
I kind of wish I had one of these to do an unboxing of, because I think that'd be a cool, exciting unboxing.
I feel like we'd have to get it on eBay. Like, that would be the only...
Yeah.
Like, I don't know anyone in Hong Kong. And it's so interesting because in Tokyo, they didn't have any of this.
Really?
None of the Duffy pins, none of that. Pins are just not the thing there.
That's crazy, yeah.
Not the thing.
Yeah, I guess I feel like Tokyo and maybe even Paris are kind of low on the pins, the pin releases.
They don't pin trade in Tokyo. Their cast don't even wear lanyards or anything like that. And every store I went into, I would look for pins, and maybe 2 stores out of all the ones I went into would have 1 rack of pins. And I bought a few, and I got you that 15th anniversary one, but there just wasn't a huge selection. It was very minimal.
I wonder why that is. I know they had pin trading when they first opened, but now they just sell them randomly for like events. I think the last one we featured was that Valentine Nights pin at Tokyo. And then also there was a Lady and the Tramp marquee pin release at Disney Studio Store Hollywood. This was a surprise release on Friday, Friday, February 10th at 10:30 a.m. It's a limited edition of 200, and the retail price was $26.95. I still want to get out to Disney Studio Store because they have awesome pin releases. That might be my goal for whenever we go to D23 Expo.
We can get the ice cream.
Yeah.
And the pin. Exactly.
That would be fun. Speaking of Studio Store Hollywood, they should have a new Pin Trader Delight flip soon. I think there's only one left. I'm keeping my eye out for whenever it flips here. So it should be soon. And also, guys, before we head into the Pin Chat segment, I just want to mention we had a really cool giveaway. It's already ended by the time you guys are listening or watching this. It was by Brees Pin Band, which is very, very cool. They sponsored our last pin event, and we just gave away a suede pin band. But if you missed that one, we're going to have another giveaway coming up here very, very shortly, so keep an eye out on the giveaways tab at DisneyPinsBlog.com. All right, guys, let's head into Disney Pin Chat.
Change!
Yeah, change. All right, so for Pin Chat this week, Jen and I were talking before the podcast about all of the changes coming to Walt Disney World. There's lots of them, and we want to discuss them with you guys. We're going to go through kind of the major ones coming up here, because this past week, honestly, Disney, they threw out a lot of news.
They did.
A ton.
So much news.
So,
and I think maybe it has to do with like one of the fiscal quarters ending, and now they want to release a lot of information to get people excited for, what's to come. Right. There's a lot coming.
Right, exactly. So you want to go in order? We'll start off with the the first one, which is happening this month, Rivers of Light.
Yeah, Rivers of Light. It's been in preview for a while for cast, and we had that write-up on the blog about it.
Yep,
and
Angela went.
Yeah, Angela went. It seems like people are saying positive things about it, though, from what people have said so far.
Have you personally seen it, Jen?
I have not seen it yet. I have just not been off at a time when it's available to go to, but I hope to see it soon. I know the latest thing I've been reading online is that they shortened it considerably from its original release. One of the folks I saw on Twitter who went to see it a few nights ago said that it was maybe 15-20 minutes long, as opposed to it was a longer length before. But it seems like it's getting pretty positive reviews, especially the music behind it and how it's a good fit for Disney's Animal Kingdom.
Nice. And whenever, I think they said the official date of opening was, what is it, February 11th? Did I get that right?
I think it's that week, maybe the 17th, I think.
Okay.
A little bit later in the week. But I noticed today I saw photos where they were actually issuing wristbands for DVC members as well as annual pass holders as sort of a little prize, go see it tonight. I don't know that they were doing fast passes or anything. I would consider this to be sort of a soft opening of it.
Gotcha.
If you will.
Cool. And I know I saw some of the merchandise they already released. There's some shirts and light up products.
Yeah, a light up mug that looks like a lantern, and there's also a lotus flower popcorn bucket.
Oh, cool.
Mm-hmm.
And the big question is, I'm keeping my eye out for it, but is that pin release going to come back that we saw from April in 2016? They had an opening day, Rivers of Light limited edition 1000 pin, and then they pulled it whenever
Yeah.
It didn't open, so is that pin going to come back or what?
I
I don't know. I know it said 2016 on the pin, so I'm
Yeah.
not sure.
Some of us have the cast member exclusive pin. Ryan, do you have that pin?
I do have it.
Yeah, me too.
Thanks, Jen.
I was in the right place, right time. I was there the day they released it, and they had every intention of it happening. I bought it, and then, of course, when they decided to change and not have it released then. I also bought the cast member Bolo lanyard as well. So I have both.
Nice.
Which was cool,
That's rare now.
Super rare.
Super rare.
Not for sale.
Yeah, not for sale. So next on the list, what do we have coming after Rivers of Light? I think we go into Pandora, right?
Pandora, I think, is the next one.
No. We got the depressing news.
I missed it on purpose.
Yeah. At Magic Kingdom, sad news that Wishes is leaving. My favorite nighttime fireworks show.
Mine, too.
Jen can see it from her house.
I can. I watched it tonight driving home. The shells were exploding right next to me as I drove past. I saw the blue fairy, and it was amazing. I love Wishes. But a lot of it, to me, is nostalgia. Like, I grew up with Wishes. I love Wishes. The music, I love it. So, I mean, I'm open to change, but I don't have to like it.
Right. I'm with you, Jen. I absolutely love Wishes. It's my favorite. The soundtrack's perfect. The fireworks are perfect. Everything about the show is amazing. I'm definitely going to see it one more time before it leaves. But even though I'm sad about it leaving, I'm excited to see what is coming, because Disney is, they never disappoint. For the most part, they never disappoint, and everything they do is pretty awesome. So I'm excited for they believe it's called Happily Ever After.
I think it debuts May 12th. May 12th, because it's 2 days after my birthday. So I'll give myself some birthday wishes. And then...
Wow.
But did you read the list of all the intellectual properties that are going to be represented in it? There's a huge list of all sorts of Disney animated films that are going to be in some way represented in this show. And it's a huge list. So that's going to be interesting. Nice. I think Moana's even in it.
Wow.
I love Moana. So we'll
Moana
see.
Was great.
Yeah.
I guess it's time for something. I mean, how long has Wishes been there? It's been
a really long time, like 14 years.
Yeah, and it's starting to make me scared for eliminations now. What's next?
I don't know. One at a time.
Yeah. All right. So next is, I'd say, probably the biggest piece of news that we received this week, and that's Pandora.
Yeah.
We officially have an opening date of May 27th.
Yeah.
2017 at Disney's Animal Kingdom. I'm very excited about it. I cannot wait. The images, the concept art
looks gorgeous.
Amazing. Absolutely stunning. When I was there last week or whenever that was, I got to see.
You can see it, right?
Yeah, I went up to the gate. I was filming the floating mountains in my vlog, and it looks awesome.
Absolutely.
So I'm super excited. I'm actually going to be there for the grand opening. Yay! Can't wait.
I plan on it too, because I'm here. So
perfect.
Yeah,
there's going to be limited edition products, pin releases. They're going to have it all. So.
Oh, absolutely. And I think the whole deal is that it's going to be a very immersive story. Like, it's not like just a land. You're traveling to Pandora. The whole idea is that, like, Alpha Centauri Expeditions or ACE, you remember that's the one I got the pin for at D23, that they are taking you on tours of Pandora, and somehow through some sort of proprietary method, think like dinosaur, they transport you to Pandora. And you're there. You're really there. You're not in Disney's Animal Kingdom anymore. You're on Pandora. So I think that's the story that they're trying to tell. So I think it's going to be super immersive.
Yeah, it's gonna be amazing. I can't wait. It's gonna be very fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be really cool.
And we should start to see. We got a preview of those countdown pins, so we should see those soon. Mm-hmm. From what we know right now, there's 3 countdown pins. So if they do one a month, maybe we might be seeing one
soon.
Next month in March. So
yeah, very exciting.
Yeah, and there's also we previewed that mystery box. There was a mystery pin box. I think that was from WDW News Today. I think they posted that. Mm-hmm. So there's gonna be lots of pin releases. Probably opening day pin.
I'm sure.
So.
And I mean, the rides look really cool, too, because they have the water ride as well as the ride that looks like it's going to be I don't know, from the description, it seems kind of like a Soarin' type experience, but a little bit more thrilling. So that seems really, really cool.
Yeah. I'm excited for both of them. I think that boat ride is going to be, like, visually stunning.
Well, and the shaman thing we got to see at the Destination D. Do you remember that? Where they showed the video of the shaman talking?
Yeah.
You can find it online now because D23 released it after they showed it at the event. But,
very, very cool. So, yeah, coming May 27th, super exciting. We're going to have all the releases up on the blog, so keep an eye out for that. And then also this week, they announced the Star Wars Land opening coming in, when is it,
2019.
2019, so got about 2 years here. And
lots of construction at Disney's Hollywood Studios. I can personally attest to this.
Okay.
Every day it's a new adventure as to where can you walk, where can't you walk. Just recently next to Toy Story Midway Mania, they actually put up a construction wall that I think is kind of telling of the footprint of where Toy Story Land is going to kind of begin and end. And it's right between Toy Story, the stroller parking area, and the restroom area next to where the Legend of Captain Jack Sparrow used to be.
Okay.
So I think that's going to play a part in where, that land opens up and all of that. So,
very cool.
Because you can actually see construction as you're driving into Disney's Hollywood Studios. So it's all right there. I mean, you can see it all.
Nice. Yeah, that's going to be fun to, keep an eye on the progress of the construction. Even though I saw some pictures out at Disneyland, their Star Wars Land is coming along nicely. I'm sure whenever, Jen and I, we head out for, this summer, we'll see that construction.
Yeah, for sure.
We head out there for D23 Expo. And speaking of the expo, we will probably get more details on Star Wars Land.
I hope so. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
That'll be fun, and even the Toy Story Land. So
absolutely,
super exciting stuff. Lots coming to the Disney parks. Lots to be excited about, especially this summer. I know last year's slogan for Walt Disney World was "Awaken Summer." I feel like this year should be "Awaken Summer."
For sure.
There's just a lot, especially with Pandora, the new fireworks show. It's a lot of cool stuff happening.
So much good stuff.
So with all that being said, that's what's going to be the question for this week in the forums. What are you guys mostly looking forward to at Disney parks? It could be Walt Disney World, it could be Disneyland, even at the Disney parks around the world. Go ahead and leave a comment in the forums, so we'll be sure to read it on next week's episode. And I think that'll do it. I hope everyone has a good week and a great Valentine's Day. And thank you for listening and watching. And Jen, thanks for being on.
Anytime. I'll be a Chico for Valentine's.
Oh, great. All right. See you, everyone.
Bye, guys.